This is another quick show on judging. Damn, I can't even talk. Another quick lesson on judgment and quick show. I cannot stress enough how much you have to look around you and how much you have to look around people, right? And most of all, let me be the one to tell you, be thankful for all the trifling, betraying, fucked up people who have given you the experience in your life. Be thankful for the mistakes you have made in your life. Be thankful for the times you were naive and people were able to slip in and do the things they did. Because what these lessons are teaching you is that it's not your fault. Don't beat yourself down. Don't call yourself stupid. Don't call yourself an idiot. Be kind to yourself. You can't get mad about people who are the way that they are. But you have to look at, why did I attract someone like this? Because that person is who you are. Whether you want to admit it or not, that person is who you are. And the number one lesson that we all learn whenever we go to therapy, for anyone who's been in therapy, is what? Boundaries. See, like I always stick to saying to people, I understand people being friends with people, but it's a difference than when you're in a relationship with somebody. Friendship to me doesn't mean nothing. When you're with somebody, be their friend. Be a friend more than anything in that relationship. Let the love feelings and all that stuff come later, but be a friend while you're in the relationship. That's what I stand on. That's what I've learned to do. So when you see enough of what you need to see, you either stick with it and you care, or you walk away. That's how I feel. See, I was sitting here having a thought before I sent out this email. And I was having a thought, and the thought was this. It's like people who have sob stories are a red flag. Okay? When someone is really going through something, they don't want to talk about it. Okay? And I've always said, check your mental health. When I was going through what I was going through, and I was blabbing all about it, my mental health wasn't well. But once I got my mental health in order, there was a lot of things that I did not express or I did not share. And I understood that this is something I need to talk to my therapist about. This is something I need to sit down with myself about. And to be honest, in my life, most of the time, I've always sat quiet and never shared anything. So be leery of people who try to force you to share things about your life. They try to get things out of you all the time. What do they need to know that for? When you can just talk to your therapist, or at the time it wasn't no ChatGPT, but you can go sit down with yourself or read a book to heal through it. What reason? Okay, so be mindful of that. Be mindful of how people come in. Be mindful of yourself. Be mindful of when you're sad and you're vulnerable, you're lonely, you're depressed. You have to be careful, because manipulators know how to come in. Because they already work at a very low vibration, so they know when to come in at your low vibration. It's never good to deal with anybody when you're in that space. Also, financial reputation. Okay, this is something I'm learning. I'm really learning about financial reputation. Your credit card is your financial reputation. Any type of finances that you have, or anything that entails your finances, is your financial reputation. Now, finances is the tricky thing. You have people that have money or appear to have money, but they still can be complete blithering idiots, depressed, fucked up. Okay? I even have taken zodiac sign out of this. I really have. I have pulled away zodiac signs and got into the internal of the person to see what's the problem. Now, if I see a pattern with the zodiac sign, okay, oh well. But let me tell you something. If you're dealing with somebody and they're constantly home to home to home to shelter to home to staying with this person to home, something ain't right with that. And something ain't right with them. And something internally is going wrong. And most of the time, it's a sign of a user. Okay? And I've been collecting my list of the signs of a user. Okay? And you ask yourself, well, how is that a user? I'll explain. See, people who have this situation from going home to home to home, shelter to shelter, and this, that kind of lifestyle, family house to family house, and this and that, right? Number one, if that person, even a person who travels a lot, and I've met people who travel a lot, and even people who travel a lot, they will live here in America in an apartment, maybe move to New Jersey somewhere, and then go live somewhere in another country for a little while, come back to America. They live like that. I've met people from foreign countries who come over here with $300 to $600 in their pocket with friends, and they all live together, and they go one other place together. See, I've seen that. Now, for an individual person, family situation, whatever have you, if this person is in house to house to house, shelter to shelter, and couch to couch, you're dealing with a user. Not just somebody who, because see, that doesn't necessarily mean that some people are very selfish with their finances. They may stay somewhere for a while, not want to spend no money on where else they're at and just want to go somewhere else. See, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but there's a possibility, right? But you have to get into the person to figure that out. These people are users, manipulators. People who always got a sad story is a user and a manipulator and an abuser. And there's going to be a point they're going to abuse you or say something slick to try to say something fucked up to you. And we have these experiences. And I keep telling you to be proud of these experiences because it teaches you about people when you pay attention enough. Someone who's always quick to cry. Let me tell you something as a Scorpio rising person. You're not quick to show your emotions like that. That's not normal, okay? No one is going to be quick to just cry and break down and be vulnerable to a stranger or to people they don't know. That's a fucking lie. Even if they want to cry, they're not going to cry in front of people. Because you're taking a chance of someone laughing at you. You're taking a chance of someone not giving a fuck. You're taking a chance of someone questioning you more when you cry. So you're taking a chance. So when people want to do all that, and let me tell you something else about a cry. Cries are internal. Cries are not boo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo noise and all that shit, okay? That's not what a cry is. A true cry is internal. When I was at work and I had a situation and I cried and I sat in that bathroom and cried, it was an internal cry. When people lose somebody, look at how they cry. If they break down and burst out and scream or whatever, it's usually after the internal cry, then it bursts out. Another thing, and I stress this, online people are dangerous. Take it from me. Online people are dangerous. Now, don't get me wrong. You could be tricked and manipulated in any type of way. Okay? We talk about this all the time. And that'll be another segment. But see, when you online has something where it has a crack in the frequency in your life. And you have to be very careful with this. And you have to check yourself. You have to check your emotions. When you are in a space like this, it gets personal, right? When you're in a space like speaking to people, showing your face, displaying your talents, whatever it may be, people have a way of trying to say things to get you in. And my rule is people online stay online. People in your personal life or people in your personal life. Keep that boundary, okay? That's just how it goes. Now, let's say you're online like me. I lived in New York City. So it's a small place. New York City's big, but it's small at the same time. Believe it or not, a lot of y'all live in bigger cities than we do in New York City. So it's very possible to be online and damn near walk down the block and see 10 people that you follow or who follows you online. Okay? That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. But yet, where are the spaces that you see these people? The thing about the city is we can see people we follow online and never say nothing to them, but we know we follow them online. We'll literally be like, yeah, I saw you over there. What's up? Yeah, I saw you too. What's up? And go on our motherfucking way. Next time, make sure you say what's up. That's New York City. Or we may approach like, hey, I follow you. Oh yeah, what's up? And then there comes if there's a connection or not. But I'm here to tell you that I'm a very detached person. So I accept the reality that I'm very detached. And this is why I have always connected with people online. Because I never like people close to me. And the one person who I have close to me is the person that I have close to me. And I'm very honest to this person that I'm very close to. Very fucking honest. Because the thing about people online is this, right? They play a lot of mind games. And what they want to do is try to make you feel closer to them, right? But let me tell you something. You have to look around people. You do. You have to look at who people are. I remember a Haitian dude was like, oh, when I'm with a woman, I asked the last guy what his experiences was with her. And I was like, well, can't say that because she could have changed. She could be a whole nother woman. She could be a different woman with the next guy than she ever was with you. Like, you can't really go by that. But now I'm slightly starting to see what he's saying. But that's not the exact way to do it. Okay, listen to me. This is the exact way to do it. You have to pay attention when they talk to you, what they tell you, your intuitions. What do they talk to you about other people? That's the number one. What are they always telling me about other people? See, one thing if I'm in a relationship, personal relationship with you, even as a person in a personal relationship, I have learned to not nasty gossip about people and nasty talk about people because it's still a reflection of your character, whether you realize it or not. And especially if you have a relationship where you just beginning and stuff like that, it's not really worthy of doing all that. You know what I'm saying? You got it, Bella? Good job. It's not really worthy. Okay. So, another thing. Hold on. That's funny. So, another thing. What I'm getting at is I sit back and I have analyzed in my personal world and outside of that people who have these constant, consistent situations that they go through. People have these constant drama that they go through. And remember, I always tell you, that's who that person is. And you always find out why they go through what they go through. Never not listen to what someone is telling you about themselves. Do you understand? Never go past it. Never feel sorry for them. Never feel sorry for people. I learned that very young. Never feel sorry for people. And so, hold on. And so, when you do that, you keep a sharp eye. You keep a sharp mind. See, you'd be like, okay, this person said. This is why I encourage writing shit down too. Whoa. So you gave her like $30. So somebody just dropped the cash at me. I'm dead. All right, y'all heard that? Heard that ching? Yeah, that's that Cash App thing. Cash App is funny with that. That's hilarious. So anyway, you pay attention to what's around the person. Pay attention to the stories. They tell you what they tell you about just themselves. Manipulators love to tell you their secrets so you can tell them yours. But here's the thing: if it's a secret, you would never tell it, right? You would never tell it. If it here's the thing: when someone is honest to a fault, and that would be me, you don't really have secrets. Let me explain why. And you have to have a certain personality to be honest to a fault. Because when you're honest to a fault like that, you are sharing so much. You are putting so much out that you can stand on what you share. That if someone confronts you about it, you know how to fight for yourself in it. Honestly, you know how to make them feel like shit for even confronting you about it. That's what it is. And see, you gotta understand what kind of people does this person choose to associate with on a day-to-day basis. Are these people who are downtrodden and always need help or got problems? Are they people who have it all together and established and they really are established? See what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. And I'm going to tell you a very cautionary tale. And I had to learn this, okay? You look at somebody and you look around them. Do they match the kind of people that they associate with? That means that, are they a beautiful person with beautiful friends? Because that tells you about their boundaries, their standards, and their aesthetics of life. So they're a beautiful person with beautiful friends. Are they a beautiful person with ugly friends? And these friends have been around this person, this woman, especially, her for a long time, right? Or is this a person who is clearly ugly with beautiful friends, who have a certain look and aesthetic? You have to dig into the psychology. I fall into the category of a very beautiful woman who did not have friends that matched my beauty. Okay? And let me tell you something. When you are a beautiful woman and everybody around you looks at your friend or your friends and they can clearly point out how unattractive they are, that is a red flag for you. Because now you've become a red flag for people. Because they're like, why is this this woman who is so beautiful, why is she associating with people who look like this? I didn't have the most attractive, best friends. I've had close friends I was cool with that I never got too close with that were absolute that was attractive. That was no. I'm gonna have to take that back. They could dress their ass off, but they weren't really that attractive. See what I'm saying? They could dress their ass off. Fashionistas, yeah. But they weren't really that attractive. Had degrees and all that stuff. Wasn't that attractive. So that's very telling of myself. That's very telling of me not feeling as beautiful as I was, but it's also very telling of me not knowing what I was worth. Because a woman who knows what she's worth, she's going to be around beautiful friends. That's the facts. Now, people have to match you. My closest friends, They ain't have what I had. I kept my own place for a long fucking time. You understand? The only thing with me living in New York City is I never stressed getting a car. I promise you. If I would have had it on my mind to get me, I traveled so much, walked around so much, I didn't think nothing about getting a car. I promise you. If if I would have thought about having a car and really wanted a car, I would have definitely got a car. I would have definitely got one. It's not that I never had one. I was in a relationship. We had cars. See what I'm saying? It just don't get it twisted. We didn't. It wasn't me. Children didn't walk it. No, no, that wasn't the case. And I always kept a place to stay. Give or take, I didn't like living in the projects, but I kept a place to stay. So if it was, so you sent about what, about $30? You could have sent a little more than that for your gas money. Fuck, I was giving you more than that for gas money. Oh, that motherfucker sent $25. Damn, I tried to give her $25 and she wouldn't even take it. She was like, I told you 20. God damn. I don't need that. Back again. 10:36. Okay. Ooh, I need to get some water, something to drink. My body is bodying. Okay. I need a Tylenol. So here's the thing. I feel like, and I stress to all of you, going back to me, I didn't like where I lived, but I still stayed there. And I still always lived for wherever I lived for a long time. I stayed there for a long time. And then on top of where I lived and stayed for a long time, um, the people around me didn't live like that. The people who I called friends and stuff, they didn't have it like that. Okay? The ones I called bestie, did they their lives wasn't that way. And that's a frequency imbalance. Okay? That's it, and that is you. It seems like, well, that's a little too harsh. No, it's not. No, it's not. When you are aiming and striving for a certain way of life, I have to get my robe, y'all. It's chilly in my house. 1 second. It is so chilly in here. God damn. Turn you up just a little bit. Jeez. Had to turn it up to 78. I had it at 72 because this weather, it's been pretty warm down here. It's been literally, I know it was in the 60s one day, and I'm not trying to burn up in here. Um, I'm back. So I gotta put on a robe because if I put on a blanket, that's gonna make me go back to sleep, and I don't need to. I got business to handle. Otherwise, my ass would have been in this bed until 12 o'clock. But I got business to handle today. And I might treat myself out to some Starbucks while I'm out here. Okay. Anyway, um, as I was saying or stating, when you're raising yourself to a certain frequency in life, it does matter who the fuck you're around. It does matter who you associate with. And you have to be very careful of your associations. You really have to. You have to see it like this. This is the frequency of life that I'm aiming for. What frequency is this person on? You got to stay away from people who have online drama. Something is wrong with that. Something is mentally wrong with that. People who literally have drama with people online that they do not know. And people who get on and have drama in their personal fucking life. They are the bumperclot problem. I fucking promise you. Having that insurmountable amount of drama is not normal. It's not normal. Having someone who is in circles of beef like that, it's not normal. I know why I've done the shit I did in my 20s. In my 20s, I've done shit. I could be excused for that. But once I hit 28, 29, 30, that's when changes in my life begin to happen. Once I went into my 30s, all that shit went away. And the problem, I wouldn't say went away, but the problem with that is that you have to understand online is where people vent their frustrations. Where people have to vent whatever the fuck's going on with them onto somebody else. Where people have a lot of envy and jealousy. Somebody told me, I don't like to be online and watch that stuff because low key it creates jealousy. They admitted that. They're like, low key it creates jealousy. And they said they don't like being on there. But at least they admitted that they can be jealous. And that's the energy that it creates. Here I am on this show, never show my face, and it could be somebody out here that's envious and jealous of me just because of the fact of what I'm saying, who I am, and even the goddamn avatar might irritate them. That don't have nothing to do with me. This is how mentally, that's how the mentalness of people is out here. Be glad that we're learning that people are autistic, ADHD, DID, borderline personality disorder. Be glad that these things are out there because these are the answers to what's going on. The trolling and the carrying on. I am sitting here and I watch people who have their news channel and they show their face and they talk. And I watch some trolls that come in there and I watch the different people that come in there. And we have it now where we can be more, where people can come in and they have to subscribe to you in order to comment. We have it where people, you have more control. You can block people, you put people on timeout. But at the same time, we shouldn't even have to do all that. Honestly, we really shouldn't have to be that extreme with anything. You feel me? I feel like this. When I look back at everything in my personal world and the things I have sat here and talked to you about in a transparent way, I even had somebody calling me raging, okay? Because whatever I may have said on the show, I don't know what I said, honestly. And I didn't pick up at the time because I was busy. And they carried on some foolishness. And I was just like, yeah, that's exactly why I'm not picking up the phone call. You know, that's why I'm not rushing to pick it up because I'm not trying to hear all this. Look. And when I say look, I mean look. Okay? Mira. Yo, people are who they are. That's the number one thing. They are who they are. But accept what you see for who they are. And you don't have to deal with it. Don't feel bad for judging. Don't let these Tyler Perry movies get you fucked up out here. There's no such thing as somebody being a complete bum and being rich in 2 months. That's not real. It don't go like that. Even someone who dresses down, who has a lot of money, there's a piece on them that is expensive. But you have to be somebody in tune with that level of fashion to know. I know for sure People who dress down, they always have a nice watch on. I always look for the watch. I need to get myself a watch. I have a watch, but where the fuck did my watch go? I had a nice, cute little digital watch I got from Temu. But they carry a nice watch. I'm the type of person, I'll get a fake Rolex. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll buy that bitch right off Amazon. I'll get me a fake ass Rolex. But anyway, because I ain't paying that much for no watch. But anyway, they always have on a nice watch. They always have a piece of clothes on that's very expensive. But you have to be in tune to know that. You get what I'm saying? You have to be at the frequency to recognize that. I can just tell from the way someone carries themselves who they are and what they have, believe it or not. Like I can pick that up. Like, this person wears their pants like that. This person dresses like that. This person wears their shoes like this. They wear their jewelry like I can pay attention to all that, but that's just me. That's something I developed over time by the type of people I've been around. So, people are leeches. And that's just who they are. I'm not saying that, I'm saying, like, there are people who are fucking leeches. And you gotta stay the fuck away from a leech. Those women on the Kendra G show, those are all leeches. They are fucking leeches. Every fucking last one of them are a fucking leech. And a fucking user and a fucking mooch. This whole food stamp situation, Section 8, all this stuff didn't happen for no reason. You understand? All this stuff is here for a reason. It's a tower moment. It's a wake-up call for all the users and the mooches and the leeches and the users. The chick that got up there that triggered everybody, she triggered me. She didn't trigger me. She got to me a bit because I'm just like, bitch, you don't work nowhere. That's the part that got to be. I'm like, bitch, you don't really work anywhere. You got a hubby or some kind of life that's laid out for you. Let that person leave and tell me what you got. That's what it was with her. Because the thing is, people who really have their shit intact, you're not attacking other people. You know what I'm saying? I like my life. I like my life. And I'm grateful for my life. And I'm slowly but surely building up my little minimalist life. I have things that I have to complete. I have things that I have to get done in my life. And all of that stuff is going to get done. Regardless of whatever. But I enjoy the fact that I have a nice front porch. I have a nice backyard. I could start a garden in the front of my home. I like it. It's a little townhome. And I make the best out of what I have. But that's my life. And I would never get on the microphone and be like, bitches. I would never do that. Because first of all, material things can get swiped away right up under your feet. People going to be passing. Landlords is not going to be playing. You're going to have to make sure that money's paid. You're going to have to make sure you get shit done. They're not playing out here. So I'm not playing with my money and getting shit. Making sure my rent motherfucking paid. You get what I'm saying? It's these different type of things. And even if I have a situation, best believe it's going to get done. This is my life. But to be around somebody who does not have a stable home life, that's not good. That won't be smart on my part. There's nothing wrong with people who live with their family. I'm very adamant about that. Some people, they need to live with their family. It might be more healthy for them mentally to live with their family. My partner lives with her family. I tell all the time, I'm not judging you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging you. I think for her, I think it's a good thing. I mean, not so much a good thing, but I think it's good for her to have something where she can just be somewhere stable. I'd rather her be there than somewhere else where she's not with her family. That's just me. Because that's how I feel about her. I think I would be more uncomfortable if she didn't live with her family. Because I look at stuff like that, you know? The fact that you can live with your family says a lot to me. See, that's for me. Some people out there, y'all probably be like, somebody live with their family. You probably be like, they unstable, they don't got their shit together. No, I wouldn't say that. Not with her. That ain't the case. I mean, we could make a choice to live together, but we choose not to. Cause goddamn, the chemistry between us, we just like, are we gonna get shit done? Like, we gotta get past this part before we can even make that move. Even though I know if me and her were to move in together, it would financially benefit the both of us. Like it really would. I'm not even gonna try to find that later. But that's a choice that not happening. Another thing, I want you to hit me out. You want to test the energy of the person that's around you? You want to test what happens in your life when you get rid of that person that's around you? Okay? I want you to break away from them for a little while. I want you to break away. I want you to just give yourself time away from that person. Do the email, do the message thing. Hey, friends, I'm kind of going through something. I need some time to myself. You know, I just want to let y'all know I'm good. I just need to be with myself. I'll communicate with you through social media. I might respond to text messages sometime, but matter of fact, don't even do that. Be like, I'm going to block my phone for a little bit from everybody, but if you want me, beach me on social media and I get to you when I can. You distance yourself. Don't allow them on your phone, because if you put them on, if you allow them to text you on the phone, then that's too personal, right? So put them on social media and really block them. Just do that. So whatever you want to talk about, whatever you think about, you go on social media with it. Check out this video, check out this video, check out this video, right? That way you can still not be missing the communication, but you can still have the communication. Just follow my lead. Do that. Try to make it a month. Then I want you to watch as you really distance yourself from certain people or one certain person. Begin to watch what happens in your life. Begins to watch what happens, what begins to change in your life. It's gonna take more than a month. I'm gonna be real. You're gonna have to do like 3 months. But begin to watch what happens in your life. Begin to watch what begins to change in your life. Begins to happen begin to look at what kind of doors open. I watched a woman cut somebody off. And boy, she has some bullshit going on in her life. She had her Saturn return, and she left everything behind that she had, the relationship, everything. And she started her life all over, living her life in her absolute truth. Her absolute fucking truth. And what happened was she manifested better friends, better life, happiness, a bunch of people that she was talking to and having a good time. She manifested such a great fucking life. Okay? I watched it to the point of marriage. I was like, wow, they're really married. Like, I thought it was just a thing, like, just title and no. They're really married. And I was like, wow. But then it all began to hit me what this person cut off and who this person cut off, and all these things happen. And the same thing happened to me. I was like, whoa, I wouldn't have attracted this beautiful relationship with this person that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Now, had this person still been around. And what I'm trying to get you to understand is, when these blessings or these things begin to open up in your life, I promise you, you won't want that person around. Because what happens is, it becomes an energy thing. Okay? Because that's what I want you to understand. Look, I know it's hard as an astrologer and numerologist to do this, But you have to look past all that. Look past the astrology. Look past the numerology of people. Let that come later. And look at the spirit of the person. Look at the energy, because the energy around them is the spirit of that person. And when you look into the spirit of that person, then you will understand what you are dealing with or what you have been dealing with. But then you can also look inside yourself of, why did I spiritually attract someone like this into my world? You see? And that will be the answer that you need. But you still let them go. You don't go back. Another lesson. Whatever energy in life that you are letting go, you have to let it go. You understand? And I want you to understand where I'm coming from when I say this. If at a certain point in your life or phase in your life, certain people were around, what you need to do is, when you cut people off, you have to cut the people off that was around in that phase of your life. What I'm saying is, let's say you had a relationship. And in that relationship, you begin to make other relationships while you're in that relationship. And those relationships that you made while you were in that relationship, if you were in relationships before that relationship, that's a different story. But if you made relationships while you were in that relationship, those are the people. When you cut off that relationship, you have to cut off those people. Yeah, it's that extreme. It's that extreme. Believe it or not, it's that extreme. There are people that have to go. They have to go. Oh, let me make sure. Okay. Why do they have to go? Because that's a part of the string of energy that you had going on. And because they match that string of energy that you had going on, that's why they have to go. Let me see, Command Shift 5. Oh, that is it. Huh? Oh, why don't it just capture it? Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. So I go Command Shift 5. And Command Shift 5 will do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then I go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I capture it. Click on it. Mm-mm. Let me see if I can see it from another email. Hold on. That's the thing. I don't want it on that email. I have to find Command Shift 5. We try again. Can I? Desktop. Yeah, let me just put it on my desktop. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Trying to see where it's going on the desktop. Come on, bitch. Fuck. I hate when a fucking computer goes slow. That slow shit drive me crazy. Let me let this computer just do its thing. It's moving slow right now. How it got hot that fast is beyond me. I had to sleep last night. I didn't go to bed till 3 a.m. anyway. What the fuck? Thank you. Okay, it's in the corner. Okay, it's all in the corner. Good. Let me just go ahead and capture all these clips. Alright, so my whole thing is I gotta be logged in. My whole thing is this. I know I tell you all the time to check yourself and why why you attract the people you attract. Why do you go to the spaces that you go into? Why? Everything is a social experiment for me. When I go into somebody's fucking chat room, I'm listening. It's a social experiment. When I sit here and because I do a lot of cloud watching, as they call it, or ear hustling, right? It's all for me to go back and write and do what a writer does and journal some shit, because that's what creators do, right? That's what we do. That's what writers do. That's why we're dangerous. We're record keepers. All of us are record keepers. And a lot of us keep journals because journals are for our memory. Okay. At the end of the day, I've learned this very heavy in life. Okay. All right. God damn it. What was the button? Everybody is an absolute reflection of ourselves. Okay. You have to look at what is it in a person's personality that pulled you in. So, right? You have to look at energetically, what is it in your personality that still kept going though you knew something wasn't right about that person. You get me? You gotta look at these things because it's still a reflection of you. A lot of times, a person that's always talking about narcissism, they are the biggest narcissists. Okay? They are the biggest fucking narcissists. Let me fucking tell you. A lot of times, the people who just got a bunch of drama going on, a lot of times they are the problem. I'll give you an example. So this one woman, she had a friend for years. All right. He left his wife for his mistress. And when he left his wife for his mistress, her and him started fucking around. Okay? Her and him started fucking around. Right? And so when her and him started to fuck around, she was very engulfed in the drama and things of what was going on with him and his mistress. And eventually, she sent pictures or whatever of him and her together to the new girlfriend. It wasn't the mistress no more. It was actually his girlfriend. And let's just say it disrespectful. Okay, that's number 3. That's number 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this was showing me her day-to-day life, how she navigated it, how she was in it, how she treated people, how people treated her. And I'm here to tell you, that's most people. And I'm here to tell you, even in your personal world, people who have this insurmountable amount of goddamn drama are people who are always online. There's still a connection to still being someone who's always online. I don't have a fucked up life. But what I do have is a dysfunctional parental relationship. That's me. I have a dysfunctional parental relationship with my parents, all of them. And I have come to the revelations that I'm not chasing for my love. I'm not chasing to be loved by none of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? But that's my personal relationship because I am a product of teenage parents. And this is why I attracted such immature people around me, because I had such immature parents. But I'm aware of that about myself. You see? A lot of these people online don't have that same awareness. Because the more I have become more aware about myself and more aware about my life over the years, the more my time online is spent for learning, for taking advantage of free books, for taking advantage of free courses and classes out here, the more my life has been taken advantage of opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is what I want you to really understand. I met my partner online. Okay? I keep seeing Bella's tail. I'm like, what is that? It's Bella's tail. She's in the window. Getting her a nice view. I don't know why she didn't get at the window when I had the couch. I moved the couch and now she's jumping on the window to look out the window. Cats, you gotta love them. Come on, get this last one going. I'm gonna wait for that one to load up. See, that was quick. 1, 2, 3. It's got one last check to fucking print out for this landlord. And so there's a lot of things about her I do not judge because I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Uh-oh. 1 second. Hey, baby. I mean, the only thing all right, so yeah, I was fine because I'm sitting out. I'm emailing him now. That's fine. Nah, you can do 15. All right, baby. Letter. Catch your exit. Ah, speaking of her, right? So thing is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Um, let's try again because that's the last one. We ain't got time. We need this bitch to load. We need you to load, baby. Why you not loading? There we go. Shift Command 5. Last one. Last of the Mohegans. And capture. Okay. Let me email and drag every single last one of them to the message. See, this is why I love technology. See, get shit done quick. Have it just right there, right here. Okay, now let's get back to this. People online, why do they have the worst lives? I mean, I'm just gonna call it. Why is it so much drama around them? Why is it so much betrayal? Why are they like? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm keeping it up. Those people online, those are the ones who betray their family. Those are the family members nobody fucks with. Those are the family members that start all the trouble. Those are the sneaky conniving everybody's husbands and wives. Those are even your child molester family members. Let's talk about it. These are the people that I promise you, and when I say I promise you, you don't want to get closely associated like that. Now, if you have a parasocial relationship where, like, I have people where we share books together, we share information together, we talk together. Sometimes we may even just talk and they may share some things with me, I share some things with them. But the purpose of our conversation is to really help one another. It's not any intentions to dig anybody's information. It's not any intentions to try to hurt somebody or anything like that. People who like that, they're fucked up. You gotta understand. Let me tell you something. Do you know that there are rape victims out here that has never been reported? Actual rape victims, molestation cases that have never been reported. These are your people online. And that's very dangerous. Online is where you can practice manipulation, where you can master your manipulation. Online is where you can distract and cause all kinds of problems. I used to wonder why is it? You see, when I was in that coven, the main person, she never wanted anyone to come around her. Like she never wanted no one to, especially me, to come around and this, that, and the third. And I saw the text message that she sent about me and shit. And I was like, that's actually, you're weird. I'm not weird. You're weird. Because how are you holding something and you don't want to get, like, if you're gathering a group, people are going to get personal with you. So why don't you, it makes sense. It's all of these type of things where people can spew their true selves. Do you know that there are people online who are being their true selves and their partners have no clue who the fuck they are? There are people online who are being their true selves and their partner has no idea what the fuck they're saying, doing, trolling, or nothing. There are people who found out the person that they with were trolling people and doing fucked up shit, and they had not a clue. Some people, it caused goddamn damn near divorce, and some people have broken up. I have met people online who were trolls. Like straight up trolls. Funny as fuck. Should have just, I mean, so funny. It's like you should be on stage doing comedy. But that's how fucked up and twisted their lives are. That's how much they are the quiet people in the neighborhood. That's how much some of them are even the weirdos in their neighborhood. That's how much they don't talk to people. And if they do talk to people, these people really don't know who they are. But here's the gag. Because you have maybe met this person online, you probably know exactly who they are or what they are. But the people around them don't. God damn it, this slow ass computer, bro. I gotta update this computer. This is too slow. And it, like, I don't understand why it's even hot. That's why it's slow, because it's hot, but it didn't get that hot in here for it to get that hot. I don't really understand that. But let me send these fucking pay stubs to this dude and let him know anything more than that is overtime money. Let's go ahead. Let me just go ahead and just send them all at once. So, I only got one more thing to do when I get there. That should be good. And so, what about yourself? What about why you attracted this person? What about why you believed them? What about why you allowed yourself to be manipulated by them? What about why you chose to ignore your intuition about something was off about them? Because again, it's a reflection of yourself. I don't know why I took that out. I need to concentrate. It's a reflection of yourself. It's a reflection of your internal shit that you need to face. It's a reflection even of your own karmic shit. They may be that parent that you don't get along with. That's a liar, that's a deceiver, that's a manipulator. That sibling, you know, understand? that person in your life that molested you or abused you in some way, they can be that reflection. And that's how they came into your life. And you have to be mindful of that. Okay? 400 million or over. Okay, what the fuck? Oh, I hate a slow computer. That's what it is. That's what's being reflected back to you. Your own lies and deceit and manipulation is being reflected back to you too. Your own narcissism is being reflected back to you too. So you have to be able to self-reflect to that capacity to understand, why is this person here? I had a whole high school friend, best friend since high school. I live in the town. This best friend lived right around from my parents. That person said something to me that made me back away from them. It was something they said. It was envious and it was jealous. Like this, it's like all these years I've been your friend. Damn near about 30 years I've been your friend. And we contacted each other and we kept contact all these years. And the moment I'm in your face, you say some jealous, envious shit to me. And I fell back just that fast. See how I did that in my personal world? With online, what happens is you may fall back, but you may come back just for what? A conversation, just to chit chat, you have to watch that about yourself. And if you're fucking a male, you need to understand the semen warfare on you is they can be in spaces with people they don't like and they hate. So if you have that male identifiedness in you, you will continue to carry on that type of foolishness. This is why women with males just can't be trusted to me at all whatsoever. You fuck men, I don't trust you. Okay, you already have something about you that is not yourself. You already have something about you that you're around people though you don't really want to be around them. Like you already got something about you. You may get to be my friend if you're just like a gothic alternative bitch like myself. But other than that, like the heteronormative, the other ones, I don't trust you. Hold on. Let me send out this email. 246 plus the joint. All right. All right. Got to get this meeting together. It's 11:23. I'll start getting dressed at 12 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be a little after 12 when she get here, right? It's fine. Because we're literally around the corner. And I'll get Starbucks later. We're literally around the corner. And he's going to want me to be there at exactly 1. So I'll come there like 5 to 7 minutes early. Because they're right around the corner. And I got the address right here, just in case. But I already know how to get there. All right, was it sent? I should have made a copy. Fuck. Let me see. Let's see. Always make a copy of whatever it is that you sent. That way, if they say you didn't send it, you could go back into the email and be like, nope, I made a copy. Yep, it's sent. But I should have made a copy of it. You pin it. Man, fuck that test. That shit done. That shit over. Okay. Wait a minute. I do have a W-2. Wait a minute. My W-2 is right here. I'm glad I saw that because I realized I do have a W-2. I have to go into it. Let me tell you something, people. Max will make a copy of that for me. I feel like, and I really mean this when I say it, make authentic connections. Make authentic connections with balanced people. It's one thing when someone is making a transformation and changes in their life and they're moving out and they're getting where they need to go. They're getting out of where they are. You know, I don't get mad at the friend I once had that was like, you need to get out of New York and you need to just get out of there, this, that, and the third. Because I did need to get the fuck out of there. Because I already said, like, if I don't leave now, I'm going to be stuck here. And I didn't lose nothing. Like, I really didn't. What, a nice couch set? I can get that again. But it's like, I don't care about that. I don't see that as somebody manipulating me or anything like that when it comes to that. But the thing is, as a whole, you need to be around people, you know, who have a balanced and complete life. You know, and balanced and complete, it don't have to be just all about material things. They could be a minimalist like myself. They can just keep life very simple. They could be very happy with the very simple things in their lives. You know, they have personality. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some days they're okay, some days that they're not. That's human. That's natural. Okay? Um, Somebody who is an honest person, somebody who has, you know, like they have emotions, they have feelings some days. Somebody who's like, you know what, I don't feel well today. I like to be by myself. Somebody who likes to actually make friends and get to know people. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who actually goes out into the world and be in the world. Those are the people that are healthy to be around. Give or take, the thing is with me, it's not that I didn't see manipulation that was happening in my world. I just hated that it affected me. And as far as the person like who I started to band with and shit, I need to get the fuck away from that person. Okay? Like, I really did. I just needed to get the fuck away from that person. I needed to, like, that person was no good. Even if I sit here and think about them sometime and think of how it could be, no, ain't no such thing as that. Because I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. They were fucked up. Their character was fucked up. This is somebody in my personal world. I have a standard of what kind of people I want to be around. I don't want to be associated with someone who's doing shit like that, who's doing that level of manipulating and lying, because that's a reflection on myself. Again, this is my personal world. These are the people I cut off in my personal world. You have to look at people online the same motherfucking way, if not faster. I know it sounds a little stretchy when I say this, but I'm telling you, anybody who spends insurmountable time online, something is wrong somewhere with them. Something is wrong somewhere. Something ain't right somewhere with them. You know, there's something ain't right with them somewhere. I come up here, I speak. I speak about life. I speak about wisdom. I speak about lessons. That is what I do when I get up here. There's no need to show my face. My face is right here. I look just like this avatar. Okay? At the end of the day, it comes down to these people who get online and they got something to say about other people, and they put on videos and they talk about other people's lives, and they want to interview people, and they want to judge them, and they want to pick at them, and want to talk about how great their lives are. Something ain't right with them motherfuckers. Go in their personal world and go talk to people in their personal world, and you tell me what they got to say. You tell me what they got to say about these motherfuckers. You tell me what's really going on. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Ask they baby mamas and baby daddies about how they feel about these motherfuckers. A lot of these people be abusive, y'all. Do you hear me? A lot of these motherfucking people be abusive. They be abusive as fuck to their family members. You want to know why they so abusive to them? Because they are jealous of their family members. A lot of them are abusive because they're just fucked up internally. And they want to make everybody pay for that. And another reason why a lot of them are abusive is because there's a lot of people out here that are very ugly. And I'm not just talking about what? Command Shift 5. Command Shift 5. Okay. And so a lot of them are also low key very promiscuous. I'm telling you. Anybody right now online who's doing a show and talking to you on the microphone and they're online and they're not in a space, CNN, NBC, Fox, I know, just hear me out. If they're literally in a space like this and they're this and that and interviewing people and they're talking about people and they got so much this and they flashy and all that, something ain't right with them. And I'm going to tell you why. Healthy people who live a life of being outdoors, they don't be online like this, y'all. There's going to come a time where I'm about to literally hang up being online completely. Like I'm literally about to just start getting my camera together, take pictures, post them online, and not be online. There's about to get a point in my life where, because I've done that a lot of times in my life, to be honest with you. When I was in the most healthiest spot in my life, I wasn't online like that. I was living life. I was out here living life and experiencing people. That's a healthy life. And I don't need to get online to expose it. If I put it online, it's because it's a moment I would think it'd be, just put on my social media for whatever. But other than that, it's not a thing that I need to do. Those are the true healthy people in this world. They like to go out. Every woman that I love the most online, that I like, they probably play an instrument, sing something. They do something that entails music. Any kind of music artistry. They are practicing like hell on their guitar, practicing like hell on their drums, practicing like hell on their saxophone, practicing like hell on a flute. Whatever fucking instrument it is, they're honing their craft. And when they hone their craft, from honing their fucking craft, they motherfucking, what's the name? Even when they go online, they sit there, they do that, they don't even talk to nobody. Or they just go out and they post pictures, they go have a good time. They don't be online. I have a friend that told me she don't like online. Because what she don't like is she don't like how people comment but then they don't, what's the name? They don't really interact. They just do a thumbs up, and she doesn't like that. And I was just like, interesting. And she don't like online. She don't entertain it. And she lives life. Trust and believe me when I tell you, she lives her motherfucking life. And she don't live it behind no computer. People who want to be online and show themselves and be flashy, something ain't right. No, I don't know if there are any psychological books that's talking about it, but somebody needs to say it. Something ain't right. Something ain't all there. Something ain't complete. Something ain't right at home. Something ain't right. I don't give a fuck if they got Patreons. You wasting your money back there. I don't give a fuck if they Patreon and then they do a YouTube or they do this and that. Something is not right with them. No matter what nobody say. They have a hidden agenda for what they're doing. Or why they're doing it. There's some hidden jealousy and envy for what they're doing and why they're doing it. Why is it every time you find out from an influencer or somebody who's been on YouTube for a while and stuff, and they really start getting close to these motherfuckers, you really start hearing them talk, you be like, wait a minute, this bitch. Because I'm trying to tell you, I know people like that who will sit down, watch people online, and can tell you every fucking thing about their lives. That bitch is a hoe. That bitch did this and that. Why she keep moving this, that, and the third, and just pick everything up about them. That person begins to start talking, and you be like, "Ooh, I liked it better when you was doing makeup. I liked it better when you was just doing vlogs. I liked it better when you didn't fucking talk, cause something ain't right." And that's why YouTube had to switch up the game and only give the best channels to people who are giving you something to learn from. They're giving you something that they're teaching from, something that you can watch and do with them. Study with me, college student, PhD, how I did it. This is where I studied. This is the books I've read. This is my recommendations. This is all the things that is more worthy to be looked at. These are the things that's more worthy of your time. All that other shit is all that other shit. It ain't worthy of your time. Trust me when I tell you. Going out and living life and meeting people and talking to people is a better life. Going outside to meet people and actually date is a better way of living life. Because the reality is, if you spend too much time online, you're going to find yourself not being able to cope with people outside of you. You're going to find yourself in this world being a little weird because you can't socialize with day-to-day people because you're so used to being online. And you need to socialize. You need to get out. You need to talk to people. It's better that way. You need to live life. That's a healthy way of living. I walked outside to take out my trash yesterday, and it was so beautiful. And it wasn't really hot or cold. It was just beautiful. And I was like, yeah, I need to go for more walks in the morning. That's what I said. And there's a lot of other things that I just completely let go. And I said, I need to go for more walks in the morning. I need to put more into the kitchen as far as like organizing where the fuck I'm going to put all these plates. Cause I don't move my seasoning to one cabinet into another bigger cabinet and all of that. And I said, okay, it's better here. And then the other cabinet, now I'm like, well, damn, where am I going to put my plates? Because the plates where I put my plates was where I put all those seasonings, but the seasoning needed to be in a bigger cabinet. You see what I'm saying? I was like, oh boy. So where are these plates going to go? So, I mean, I could let go of one of the racks and only pull out one of the racks unless it's like a real big dish day, dishes day. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the best option for me. Like once the dishes dry up, once I do these dishes and they all dry up, there's all big load of dishes that I wash. Once they dry up and I put everything up, I'll just take one rack down. You see what I'm saying? And maybe put the plates in the corner or something like that. Yeah. But that's the only thing I like. Literally, I think about stuff like that. Like, okay, this got to get done. Then there's another aspect that I wish I could strip wash my floors, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I wish that I really could do, but I can't. Then it's like these little things in my own personal world. And it's like I just want to get up and go outside and go for a walk. But I'm the type person, I don't really care to talk to people because I just don't. That's just how I am. But but I'm starting to also notice at work, all these social spaces, or like especially at work, because I feel like at work you have to socialize. You're at work, especially if you are doing a certain skill set job, you have to communicate with people. And there are people at work who really just do not communicate with anybody. Like they dead ass mute, don't communicate nothing with nobody. And so I be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the people I guaranteed you be online. And I bet they got a lot to say. And I bet they got a lot of criticism. And I bet they got a lot of hate to spew. Those be the people online. Okay? And I'm sitting here and I'm telling you these things to be mindful. You go out here and you go in this world and you meet people and you socialize. And someone is socially awkward. That's not cute. That's not something endearing. That is something you need to get the fuck away from. You need to be around people who know how to socialize, who know how to be around other people. You need to do that. You're missing a piece of life when your life is spent here online. When your life is spent making friends from people online. And I get it. I get why people do it. Because you can live in a place where there's not people as yourself. So you're not in a space where you can feel. And I encourage, if you're a grown adult and that's your situation, try to manifest something to go into a space of people more like yourself. Because it's far more dangerous to meet people online. I promise you when I tell you that. You don't know what you're getting into. That's how dark it gets. Again, I'm speaking from, it's dark out there with these people online. You got people living in sheds. You got people squatting out and they're dead ass online. It's not hard for them to just put like, I remember somebody who, when I saw what their fucking house looked like, I was shocked. I wasn't shocked. I was just like in awe. Like, is this all the trash junk in your fucking house? And you've just been having this camera in this one corner? Yeah. Okay? That's how deep it be with people online. I know people who sit down in their room all day and don't go no motherfucking where. That's how deep it be with people online. And these be grown adults living like this. Like, are you gonna go outside? No, this and that, because they're enduring so much narcissistic abuse in the house that they can't move, that they're just sitting there facing the wall. That's how weird their life is. And I know how this happened to me. And I know how I ended up meeting people like this, because when I go outside, I used to meet, I tell you, some wonderful people and celebrities and shit like that. I'm not lying to you. I really did. I just was too shy to talk to, so shy to talk to people. And that's what, and then, that's what online will do to you. You have to know how to get out in the world and socialize with people and know people. Because if you don't, like, that's gonna doom you. I'm somebody, the lifestyle I live, I got to know how to talk to people. I got to know how to socialize people. I got to know how to pick up people. I got to know how to communicate, things to say and things not to say. I have to learn how to do all these things. But I also learn my mistakes in this world as well. There's a lot of weak people out here, y'all. That's the number one thing. There's a lot of weak fucking people out here. And I'm talking about weak. They're going to manipulate. They're going to play mind games. They're going to do all this shit because they are weak. They're going to send people after you and all this type of shit because they are weak. And their lives are fucked up. Their lives are not happy. Somebody once told me, I've never seen you cry. I've never seen you break down and cry before. I've never heard you do any of that. And I'm just like, for what reason do you need to? I'm just saying to myself, like, what reason do you need to hear me cry? What reason do you need to see that? Because that's what some people just want. They just want to see that you break, that you cry, that you hurt, but if they paid attention, they would see that you're hurting and you're crying. You don't have to per se cry to be crying. But at the same time, some people don't like to see strength. So when you have that insurmountable strength and that emotional maturity, they will call you weak. And the people who have ever called me weak are the weakest fucking people. I have come to realize everyone who ever called me weak were the weakest fucking people. Life, they broke down in life. They couldn't handle situations that life, the monkey wrenches that life threw at them, but they call me weak. I know in my time in my life when I was weak. I know. I know in the time of my life when I broke down. That was my Saturn return. That was a lot of things. But I understand what's going on with myself. You don't owe nobody nothing because they help you with something. Let me say that again. You don't owe nobody anything because they help you with something, because people help to take. That's the first goddamn first 48, the 48 laws of power. People give to take. So you don't, so what if somebody fucking helped you with something? That don't mean shit. You in a relationship, that's a different story. But in your friendship, personal world shit, so what if somebody helped you? And I can go deeper. But I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't gonna get into the bad juju. I ain't gonna get into the magic people try to put upon you and shit. This is why you have to keep your reverse candles up. That's why you have to keep your spiritual. Do that too. I believe a lot of people online have experienced spiritual attacks. Be very fucking careful. Be very fucking careful. Envy and jealousy is real. The last situation I had recently this year, probably the top of the year, with somebody over something to me that was very stupid. And I was like, that's not going to happen because I did that. And they was yelling and screaming. And I said, oh, this bitch is envious and jealous of me. And you shouldn't get to a point where it takes years down the line for you to see that. But sometimes it may take years down the line for you to see that. What's the first thing that you talked about when you met somebody? That's key. My hard lesson is oversharing. Because I just don't give a fuck. That's my hard lesson is motherfucking oversharing. Because in the narcissism category, I'm a grandiose narcissist. Yeah, I'm a grandiose narcissist. I'm going to talk about the celebrities I've met. I'm going to talk about the times I've cheated. I'm going to do that. I'm a grandiose narcissist. I get big and boisterous and run my mouth, and I don't give a fuck. That's the kind of narcissist that I am. But I can admit that to myself. But it doesn't matter about people who manipulate and play mind games. Because the mind games backfire on them. Their manipulation backfires on them. They need to walk around here manipulating all day because they're weak. They need to walk around here manipulating all day because they don't have it together. They need to walk around here manipulating all day because they're jealous and envious of everyone. And a lot of times they're not that attractive. Even if they are, they don't feel attractive. That's why they need to do it. And that's why you have to read books like Dark Psychology and all this kind of shit. Because these things seem so fucking retarded. But you gotta understand a lot of people are. That's why you read Dark Psychology. Dark Psychology of Manipulators. Dark Psychology of Narcissists. 1 second. Hey, baby. You 15 minutes away? All right, I'm going to get dressed now, okay? All right. Dark psychology of these different things. And the reason why is because you have to understand that though you may not operate that, though you may not operate like that, they operate like that. All right, I'm going to have to pull this microphone out. I got to relocate while I talk to y'all. I don't even think I'm gonna be at that. I don't even think I'm gonna be that long at this meeting. This is literally recertifying for my lease. I don't think I'm gonna be that long. So you may not operate that way, but they do. You may not have the mentality like that, but they do. And so you have to be warned about it. Okay? There's a woman who was pregnant and she didn't tell a guy, right? I have a problem with this. Not so much because I have sons that didn't have nothing that it had a part of it, but it didn't have a part to do with it, right? But it was more around the fact of I was more focused on I'm trying to get shit done over here. Okay? I'm trying to actually get shit done. I'm serious about what I'm doing. And see, this is a lesson on me. And my lesson is I can work with people, but I cannot go into partnership with nobody. I can't do nothing in a team partnership with nobody. Everybody fucking disappoints me. Every fucking person disappoints me. Okay? Like, I'm serious. They do. And then on top of that, it was a more of a, why are you doing this dumbass shit? You know? Why are you doing this dumb ass shit? This shit is dumb. Tell this man that you're pregnant and let's carry on with it. And it was just stupid. It really was. It was just dumb. And I didn't really want no parts of it. And the person didn't like what I had to say and all this shit. And it's like, good, go away. Fuck it. Didn't really know it anyway. So it didn't matter. And here's the thing. I just feel like, again, I try to keep the zodiac out of it because they all were all a certain sign. Every single one of these broads is all a certain sign. And I try to keep that out of it. I really do. But the reality of it is, as I always say, God damn it, I made a mistake. It makes me check myself. All of it. It makes me check myself. It makes me look at my own behaviors and my own mistakes. All of it. Okay? It makes me say, what did I pay attention to? What did I rush? What did I do wrong? Like, where? And here is where I realize, okay, here's every time where I go wrong. Here's every time I make that mistake. And so therefore I don't make them no more. You see what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. But you need to understand, you see how I did that? There's a lot of people that don't have the capacity to self-reflect to that capacity. Okay? They don't have the capacity to self-reflect. They don't even know how to even recognize that about themselves. Do you understand where I'm coming from right now? That's how deep it be out here. Uh-oh, don't fall in my sink. That's how deep it be out here with people. It ain't nobody's fault. Okay? When you come from pain and dysfunction, I need you to understand it. When you are coming from pain and dysfunction in your life, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, you're going to go out here and attract people who have pain and dysfunction. They're going to reflect that. They're going to reflect that parent that abandoned you. They're going to reflect that abusive ass sister or brother. They're going to go out here and reflect these things, whether you like to hear it or not. Especially if what that person has done, because it's on your psyche. It's on your psyche. It's no surprise I ended up with an alcoholic. An alcoholic that was a liar. Because I was raised by a complete fucking liar. A complete fucking deceiver. A complete fucking manipulator. It's no surprise that I end up attracting a very manipulating, mind game playing fucking bitches. Because that's who the fuck raised me. Jealousy. Because the person who raised me was that way towards me. See, it's this kind of harsh truth and reality that has to be fixed. If y'all hear a knock on the door, that means I gotta bounce, y'all. One second, I brush my teeth. And this is where the therapy and all the self-help will come in. See? Oh, it's already got hot. This is where all the therapy and the self-help come in. It's gonna be 1, then it's gonna be 2. I'm trying to think. Well, I need to bring my whole. I need to get my money too. 1 second, y'all. All right, so yeah, my boo about to be here in a minute. Yeah, this is the harsh reality. I'm gonna slap you in your face with it too. Trying to push the time here. We got an hour, but it doesn't take me long to get there. And then the other place, all I gotta do is go in there with my ID and get my shit. And this is why you go outside. This is why you go outside and you meet people. This is why you go out in the physical world and you meet people. That's why you do it. This is why you keep parasocial online friends where they are at. Okay? This is why you keep online parasocial people exactly there. You don't have it no other way. I'm being for real. I'm giving you some real game out. I'm giving you some real G right now. People who are worthy of your time. Like like I said, I'm in a healthier place in my life where the people I talk to from online, I can go meet them. And we can go hang out together. We'll actually meet at an event, a place together. And we'll actually have a good time and really talk and build on some shit. But I can do that now in my life because I'm in a more balanced space in my life right now. I'm in a more wise and knowing space in my life right now. And I know what I want to fuck with and I know what I don't want to fuck with. And I'm okay with it. Because a lot of shit is not my fault in my life. A lot of things I had to raise myself growing up. And that wasn't fair to me. That wasn't fair. To see healthy relationships, to see what a parental love is, I realized how much it's not fair. To be a parent now and see the love that I give, I realize how much it's not fair. Okay? Excuse me, spoken. Waiting for Google to pull up. Because I can't even find my fucking what's the name to wrap my hair up. I go in here with this damn bonnet on. I don't got nothing to tie my hair up with. But as a whole, I come to see that people, everybody I hear on YouTube, out here that I hear on YouTube, there's always something with them where they are criticizing other people's lives, where they are judging other people's lives, or they have to say something about everybody else's lives. They have something to say about what everybody else is doing. People like that are people you need to fucking watch. They're not coming from a therapist or a psychological point of view to help you understand what you're hearing and seeing. If they're not coming from a professional space, you need to watch people like that. And I encourage you to stay, like, I encourage you not to even get involved in spaces like that. I cloud watch. Hey, baby. Should I bring my whole uniform? I got on my work pants. I don't got on my uniform. Yeah. All right. Real quick, let me call all right, y'all. I'm out.